Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Anno 1800. Coming at you with more of our Import Island series. Thank you so much for being here. You know how much I appreciate it. Okay, so last time we joined you, we were wrapping up the World's Fair. And, as you can see, I have put the final touches on our World's Fair garden, and I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. It's got some unique touches to it, I feel. It's got, of course, this kind of central area for gathering and whatnot, and the plaza along the side here. And, you know, I tried to kind of create as much symmetry as I could as we came out into the garden, but of course, creating a garden on a pier like this that's not symmetrical, it's kind of hard, but we have a couple of walkways that come out to the end here, and you know, a little gazebo here at the end. I have some picnic tables and stuff like that, just kind of out on the edges, and this kind of little pathways that you can kind of get to them around the outside of this thing like this. And then another pathway out to this pier like this with another gazebo. And overall, I think I like the way it looks. Came out really nicely. And of course, over here is the final version of our plazas linking together all the way around the outside of the World's Fair, which is pretty amazing looking building, if I do say so myself. Since I didn't make it, other than pushing a couple buttons, I don't think that's unfair. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to put the finishing touches, as much as we can, on our botanical gardens. Not much left to do in here, other than a few little details, perhaps, around the outsides, some of the little parks and stuff like that. But for the most part, this one's pretty good. What I would like to do, though, is put the final touches over here on the layout and where stuff's going to go. And then finally, we can try to put in as many of the pieces as we can. We're not necessarily going to have, or definitely not going to have, every single one of these filled. Because, let me get out of here so that we can, like this. There we go, so we can see what we're doing. We're not going to be able to fill every single one of these because we don't have every single piece. But should be able to come pretty close, I think. So, what are we going to do next? I actually screwed this up, too. I put the wrong ones in here. Technically, not that it really matters, but there's two different things, and you want to put in the right one. I just wanted to put these around the back here, and then they're actually part of the exhibit. And what we're going to want to do is same kind of thing. We're going to want to extend through here. And I'm going to just pull these out. And I'm going to go at least to there. And what I want to do is we're going to have, this is going to be what, a 6 in here, and this is going to be a 6er in here, and then this is going to be a 3. So what I'd like to do, actually, is lay these out a little bit. So let's go in here and we're gonna get plots. So if I have one against the wall and a space, and then a one here and then a space, we're good. So what I can do is I can go not 100% sure how I want to lay that out. We're gonna have a space and then another space. Okay, let's do it like this. I need this copied here, and if I'm gonna go like this, I think I want one here. And then this would come in here, I think. Yeah, this should work. And then I would be able to get an exhibit, and we'll put one the back and then another one here. And then I think we'll have it doubled up like this. So this would go like this along to the edge, I guess. I think this makes the most sense. And then there'll be another one here. So then this would go like that. And then we would put another one of these here for connection purposes. This would get deleted and turned into one of these. Right there. And then we'll just slide these along here and there. And we'll have to figure out how this meshes together. But that's pretty much the size of it. Like that. I think that's an exhibit right there. What we could do is potentially put a few little pieces inside. There's not a lot of extra room, but we could put like, you know, flower pots in the corners or something like that. I don't know. Now in here, in the middle of this, we also need to fit a level 3 exhibit. This is going to be where the medicinals are. And we need to figure out how much space we need and where they're going to go. If I line them up perfectly with this... I don't know if we can do that though, because over here we have to figure out 100% sure what we have room for. Because I was thinking about staggering these a little bit. If I have back and then there, it goes to there. I actually have room to make a corridor. So I can't take up as much space here as I do there. So these cannot... I have to make this end right about here. Somewhere in here, this has got to come across. I can't go to there, at the very least, I don't think. Let's just check. I just want to try something out here. Let me go like this. If I put this like this, and I go like this, and like this. If I go there, there. Ooh, a connoisseur. There. There and there. What does the spacing look like? Okay, what that tells me is that if I go like this, I can actually slide these down one. Like this. Something like that. And then we have a 2 here and a 2 there. That allows us to create a mesh here, which is good. And we'll have a little space up there to put something gardeny like that. So then the question becomes, if I do this, what do I do with this? I think I'm going to have a corridor along here and put another layer in here, which means... this becomes, oops, that, and then this all goes, and that goes, and then we go here, and come along to here, and I think I want to go, sorry, there. Go there. Like that.
festival has ended. The people celebrate wherever.
And then I think we're getting pretty close. Oh, no, not like that. Sorry. That's not all what I wanted. And I think that's good. Now, what it actually does do is give me some space here. Now, the problem is that I can't, because I have to have the... Yeah, because even if I made this a corner and got rid of this, which is probably what I'll do, I still have to have that here, which means I have a little bit less space than I would like. But I think that's the right way to do this. So this becomes that. For some reason, I didn't do this one right. I just noticed that out of the corner of my eye. There we go. And then a corner piece here. This comes to here. This comes to there. This like that. I can delete that. And that just becomes one of those. I think I can delete this. And we do a T section there. And then this would come like this. And then in here, we need to do an exhibit of 3. And it works out perfectly for spacing. Which means we just go like this, like this, like this. So we have pathways that go through. This actually, no, I made a mistake here. This does not go like that. This becomes one of these. So we have pathways going straight through here, straight through here. This is just connected off of this. Okay, so that's just a connection there. That's fine. Yeah, that goes straight through. We'll be able to set up some sort of plaza, garden kind of stuff in here as a transitional area. But that's pretty much it. That's everything. That's a 6. That's a 6. This is our 3. That's the other 6. That completes our desires there. One thing I am going to want to do is, create a path here. And then we'll go like this. We'll go like this. And like that. And then there's a pathway going from this one to this one. Because this is going to be essentially an open kind of an area. So we can essentially go like this. Essentially. I'll stop saying that now. And then what I could actually do is put some sort of a nice plaza thing in there. Like a, I don't even know, like one of the gazebo guys maybe. Something like that. Something kind of nice. And then back in this corner we can do something obviously as well. But for the most part, and again, I'll be able to decide on little things. Oops, I don't know what happened there. What's going on with that? I don't know. Oh, module limit reached 500. Oh. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'll just do a lot less pathing, and then I can just add in. That's easy to handle. Each one of those little tiny pieces counts as a module, so that's what's costing me there. We can get around that. Not a problem. What I do want to do, though, now that all these are placed, is I kind of thought of this. Is our botanical expedition is not complete, and we want to see what's going on. We want to get this done here quickly. Blood, oil, sweat, and tears. An overweight ship is easy prey for stormy waves. The oil merchants your crew met at the last harbor paid good money for their cargo to be stored aboard your ship. But the weight isn't really something your vessel can handle. At the first signs of tempest winds and cutting waves, the unusual ballast makes your ship heal furiously. Okay, well, navigation should save us there. Safe! The cast iron shank of the anchor plunges into the shifting waves with a large splash, the amount of chain being just right for it to take good hold of the seabed. The ship wobbles, washed by the winds and the waves, but manages to stay put. The sailors simply wait for the storm to pass and hope the extra load will not cause any problems. Okay. Can't make any promises. I heard that. Drink some schnapps. We're down to 50%. That thing's got to be over with soon. I'm going to speed up time, and hopefully we're done after that. Because that's a botanical expedition. We're going to be able to fill some stuff in. But as it is, let's start to add some things in here. For instance, the medicinals. Okay, which ones are the medicinals? Down in here. Is that medicinal? Yeah. Let's go there, there. Yep. These are the three. So let's see what we've got here, shall we? We've got that. That. Oh man, are these going to all be... They are. Oh well. I think I probably want to... Shoot. That kind of sucks. Not a big deal, though. Not a big deal. They look good. It's just, and then we'll be able to have some spacing here. What I could actually do is move this up this way. And actually might spin it around. Yeah, I like that. That actually looks a lot better. And then we can just do a little bit of... Oops. Well, nope. That's nothing what I want to do. And then we can just kind of do little bits of gardening. What I'm going to want to do as well, actually, is... It's funny, I started off by getting rid of this stuff. But the stuff that doesn't actually need to connect... I could just put in the regular looking pieces, if you will. Even down in here, like none of these actually have to be the regular ones. Or none of these have to be like the special ones. These can all just be regular. And then as you'll see, as you click on this, no, not like that. If you click on this, how does that work? If you click on here, yeah, you can see down there our module limit. We've just gotten 50, almost 50 of those pieces back. Because they don't have to be part of the module. As long as it's all connected by at least one, it's perfectly fine, right? So what we can do is we can go like this. And then put in little pieces of garden around there. And, alright, what's our expedition doing here now? The expedition returns! After weeks of trials and tribulations, your expedition comes home safe. You have discovered new plant species. The wonderful exotic smell perfumes the air. And those are three things that we did not have before. The banyan tree is part of the sacred. The Titan Arum, legendary, part of the nothing. And the holy moly. The holy moly. Part of nothing. Okay, so those are... Two of these are not going to help us with our completions. But at least we got this one as well. That's part of the sacred. So we can come back in here. Oh, there's the ship returning, by the way. Okay. Did we do the sacred up here? Let me take a look up in here. No. Okay, so the sacred was back here. Oh! You know what? I think this is the sacred ones, aren't they? Yeah, so this is the last piece that we just got. Yeah, this guy here. Please, for the love of all that is holy, not be a building. Yeah, let's go. Woo, that's awesome.
The festival has ended.
That looks good. Complete.
Your city has grown uglier.
So, an idea I had. Also, another thing I want to do really quickly, and my apologies, taking a moment. I want to turn off the audio because the audio is driving me crazy again. I just like to have it up when I'm on an expedition because I like to hear the guy come back in and say his things, but that's fine. So, yeah, I have a few little pieces we're going to have to fix up here, but that's okay. Point being, what we want to do is come in here and see what we can do. So we want to, what are the ones that we need? It's the Near East, excuse me, and the Enchanted. The Near East and the Enchanted. All right, the Near East and the Enchanted. Let's do this. So, there's Near East. Oh, there's Enchanted. So let's get the Enchanted in there as we come across it. Indian. Nothing, nothing. Andean, marshland, nothing. So many nothings. We're going to be able to have to do a whole other botanical garden just for the nothings. This is the sacred ones we want here, right? No, Near East. We already... No. Oh, I keep getting the names mixed up in my head. Near East. And this is the Enchanted. Okay, so there's an Enchanted at the bottom here. I know of for sure. This is Enchanted here. This is also Enchanted. Sacred. There's a Near East. Is that guy? And that's a Near East. And that might be all I have. I think I had around 3 of each. Oh, I have one more Near East. This guy here. So what I'll do is I'll put this guy in here. This one here is Near East. Okay. So what I'd like to do is, let me move this here. This is beautiful. Let's center that up. Sorry, move like this. Entrance there. I'm okay with that if we put the other entrance there. Depending on if there's another one of those. So that's looking pretty good there. Looking pretty good. Well, depending on what these are, we'll have to figure that out. As far as these are consumed, let me go like this. And again, I like, for the most part, I like to see the buildings kind of more towards the back or on the outside, so that when you walk into the exhibit, you're not hit with buildings, you're hit with beautiful things, and then you move to the back to get the buildings. So that's all the stuff that we have for the things in this one. So what I also wanted to do is I wanted to take a quick look at adding in some of these, which technically I don't actually have to make as ornaments as part of the thing, but I'm going to do it because it'll add beauty to the overall level of the Botanical. Now, one thing I had in mind was going with a whole bunch of color. So, bear with me. There's that. That one. I'm not sure how that... I'm not a big fan of how that kind of looks, to be honest with you. And then there's the blue as well, I suppose. I think I like the rainbow kind of color reaction, though, but I'm not 100% sure I'm sold. Oops, wrong button. On the red. I have the blue. I don't want the white because it's going to blend in too much. I think I have everything else. I have the purple. Do I have this one? Yeah, I have that one. That one's there. I have the yellow, the purple, and the pink. I have the blue. I don't have this one, though. This is like a darker kind of a pink. I like the red. Even though I'm not a big fan of the sprinkled in white, I think it's better. But now comes the question, which of the designs do we do? I kind of like the idea of maybe having them all be the simplified design. So... like that. And then they're just basically pathways. Like you come in the front, you can take a pathway to there. You get a pathway out of here. You know, they're kind of just versus the more complicated stuff. And that way there's actually more flower and the color stands out more. I feel I like that a lot. Now, the other question is, though, is the layout for where the colors go. Because we've kind of got the bluish kind of colors mixed up there. What if we go like this? Like this. Something like that. Maybe a little bit more brightness in the middle. I am being incredibly picky. There's probably people watching this right now like, who the heck cares? But I do. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like it. Now, here's the other thing, though, is these are actually not the same, right? There's actually two different versions of these. So these are turning left, turning left, turning left, turning right, turning right. I need to change to the other one of these. Like that. So now these are all... And then that way it's like... they're all mirror imaged. So these are the same, and then these are the same. Yeah, I like it. Looking good. And then little pieces in the middle that we can fill in as we go along, but not a big deal. Probably just a few little plazas. Down in here, I had a couple of ideas for wrapping this area up. I kind of like the promenades for... where are the promenades? In here? Yeah, there we go. I was thinking a couple promenades out in front here. Something like that. And then I was thinking about the big fountains to go in the center here like this. And then I had maybe some statues that you kind of walk in through. Maybe our equestrian statues. Oh, I didn't have to turn it. So that way you're kind of, as you come through here, you're walking between the statues and through the gates kind of thing. And then we could just kind of surround even with flowers maybe. Something like that. You could even do some flowers along here or something. Keep this like super green, I think, in this area, and then more plaza around here. Could probably do some trees. Keep it bright like that. In fact, something like that, and then maybe maybe the aspens on those corners. And then you can go like this. Actually, go like this. Get rid of this. Oh no, you can't do that. I was gonna say it lines up with that, but you can't do it because it won't line up with this. So you kind of got to do it like that. Not bad. And then you can go greener along the back. Just regular old, keep it nice and clean kind of thing. Maybe. And then I think you got to go plaza around the outside here. No, not that one. Oh, yes, that one. Sorry. Like that. Ugh, that looks super plain. That's not going to do. We're going to have to add more to that. We're going to have to add a whole bunch more than that. But I'm already past 30 minutes. The time has flown right by. But the botanicals have, for the most part, reached a conclusion. There's a couple of tiny little details to fill in, but nothing too serious. The overall layout is complete. I actually like the way it kind of turned out. And I like this little corridor. That's kind of cool as well. Maybe like for something like little something simple. And again, I know I'm over time. You could do something like this. Keeping it super simple. Like that. Little details, you know. But yeah, overall, I think I like the way it looks. Just a few little edges and things. Next time I join you, we will have those little pieces filled in, I promise you. But I gotta go. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, bye-bye.